Hi everyone, this lesson goes over how to find the LCM and GCF of a group of numbers using prime factorization. So the example given is to find the LCM and GCF of 20 and 36. For 20, we will use tree factoring to find its prime factorization. So 20 can be 2 times 10, which 2 is already a prime, you highlight that. And 10 can be factored further to 2 times 5. And both of them are primed, and you're done. So 20 equals to 2 times 2 times 5. And we will use the division method to find the prime factorization of 36. A prime number that goes into 36 is 2, bringing it down to 18. And 2 goes into 18 again, bringing 18 down to 9. 3 goes into 9, bringing it down to 3. And 3 goes into 3, bringing it down to 1, which is the birthday cake. And there you go. This is the prime factorization of 36. The first thing you should do to find LCM and GCF using prime factorization is to list the strings on top of each other. To find a GCF, the first thing you should do is highlight and identify the common pairs, which is here and here. And given that you want to find the greatest common factor, you'll multiply the pair together, giving you 2 times 2. So this will be 4, which is also the GCF of 20 and 36. Since LCM is a common multiple amongst 20 and 36, it has to include all the factors of the numbers. So the longest factor string right here is 36, and we will begin with that, which is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, and then we will add on anything that has not been listed from 20, which in this case 5, and you're done. This will be the LCM. To recap, to find the GCF, you multiply the common pairs together. For LCM, the first thing you should do is to list the longest factor string, and then you will include factor that has not been used from the other string into it. To get the LCM, you multiply all the numbers together. Okay, let's try this out with another example, 60 and 1050. The first thing you should do is find the prime factorization of both strings. For 60, you should get 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. And for 1050, you should get 2 times 3 times 5 times 5 times 7. The first thing you should do to find the GCF is to highlight the common factors amongst the two strings, which are the 2's right here, the 3's and the 5's. And for the GCF, you multiply the common factors together to get the biggest. So GCF will be 2 times 3 times the 5, which gives you 30. And for LCM, you should first start with listing the longest factor string on the set. And in this case, it will be the 1050. So you will start with listing 2 times 3 times 5 times 5 times 7. Notice how the only number that's not being used in 60 is 2. So that's the only number that you need to add into the LCM, which brings the answer to 2100 as the LCM. You can always check your work using the division method by listing the two numbers side by side and factor out common factors from both. Since both numbers ended with 0, you should know that 10 can be divided by both, bringing 60 down to 6 and 1050 down to 105. Notice how 3 can be factored from both, bringing 6 down to 2 and 105 down to 35. You stop there because 2 and 35 are relatively prime. And the GCF will be the product of the common factor on the side, which is 30 again. And the LCM will be the product of all the numbers that makes an L shape, which are the common factors times the uncommon factors. And you should get 2100 as well. That's it for the lesson.